Welcome to the session on Introduction to Communication. This program will enhance your English communication skills and help you join the league of people who speak polished English. While going through this session, we will learn about communication, primary language influence, and right mouth movement for correct pronunciation. Let's look at the objectives of the course and our approach to help you fulfill these objectives. Three-pronged approach to develop better communication skills. Exposure to the language, confidence building, practice. We focus mainly on pronunciation. To learn to speak in a globally accepted neutral accent with minimal regional influence and speech patterns. Grammar. To use grammatically correct sentences and reduce the use of Indianisms. Listening and comprehension. To enhance active listening and comprehension skills. Let's understand the elements of communication. We all know that communication is a two-way process that has a sender and a receiver. There has to be a medium to communicate, and the process gets completed when the receiver responds to the message sent. The diagram here represents communication is of three kinds: verbal, non-verbal, and written. Speaking is an example of verbal communication, and it's interesting to remember that 38% of the message is conveyed through the tone and only 7% through the actual words. Body language, gestures, sign language, touch and eye contact are examples of non-verbal communication and constitute 55% of any given message. The third kind of communication is through the written word. Let's understand a few barriers to communication. Communication is the process of transmitting information from an individual or a group to another and is a complex process with many sources of potential error, also known as barriers. Some common barriers are lack of clarity caused by imperfect pronunciation or grammar leads to confusion. Direct translation from one's first language to English can create misunderstanding. Lack of adequate vocabulary leads to inability in expressing thoughts and feelings. Cultural factors are certain mindsets and expressions that are specific to a culture and can lead to miscommunication. Uncertainty comes from lack of confidence and hesitation that hampers fluency. The use of the wrong tone or body language and sometimes just not listening properly can also lead to miscommunication. Why is it important to use the correct pronunciation? The ability to articulate language sounds correctly is called pronunciation. Each language has its own set of sounds, which when combined correctly, make intelligible words. Proper pronunciation is important for the effectiveness of what you say and the impression you make. Even if you use great vocabulary and grammar, people may simply not understand what you want to express if your words are mispronounced. Let's understand why we mispronounce certain words. Many sounds are common between English and our primary language. As a result, we generalize sounds from our primary language to our second language. In English, sounds are soft when articulated. However, in Hindi they are harsh. Because of this, we utter harsh sounds while speaking in English. The two commonly used consonant sounds, t and d, are perfect examples of generalization of sounds.
It's t, not t. It's d, not d.
Similarly, the wrong vowel sounds can simply change the meaning of certain words, such as bed, when pronounced incorrectly, becomes bad. Let's see how correct mouth movement leads to correct pronunciation. Indians culturally tend to speak out a very limited part of their mouth. The movement of the lower jaw when speaking is minimal. This prevents the mouth from opening to its fullest extent, an essential element for speech clarity. Keeping a loose lower jaw while speaking doubles the chances of a word emerging freely and without the obvious hurdle of air, breath, getting past our teeth, gums, lips, and other physical obstructions. Now, we will perform some jaw opening exercises that will help us loosen our jaw. Remember to keep a mirror in front of you while performing all the jaw movement exercises. Perform the following jaw opening exercise. Open your jaw as wide as you can until it is fully stretched, but without feeling any pain. Hold this open jaw position for 5 seconds, then relax and close your mouth. Repeat this exercise 5 times. Let's perform the side-to-side jaw movement exercise. Move your jaw to the right as far as you can. Your jaw should feel fully stretched, but you should not feel any pain. Hold it there for 5 seconds and then relax. Move your jaw to the left as far as you can. Your jaw should be fully stretched, but you should not feel any pain. Hold your jaw there for 5 seconds and then relax. Alternate this right to left movement 5 times. Click the icon to play the video. Now it's time to perform the circular jaw movement exercise. Move your jaw around in a circle, making it move as far as possible in every direction. You should stretch your jaw as much as you can, but you should not feel any pain. When you complete a full circle, relax. Repeat the circular movement 5 times. Click the icon to play the video. Now that you have seen and practiced different jaw movements, pronounce a few words that will help you to improve your jaw movements. While pronouncing the words, focus on the movement of your mouth, particularly your lower jaw. Put your hand on your jaw to feel the exaggerated movement. Click the icon to view a demonstration of how each word should be pronounced. Repeat each word after the speaker using the same technique.
Afternoon. Happy. Silent. Break. School. Local. Voyage. Yourself. Thousand. Parent.
Let's practice some more words for jaw movements. Remember, we must focus on exaggerated mouth movement. For each word, click the icon to play its corresponding audio. Then,
No.
let's practice some more words for jaw movements. Remember, we must focus on exaggerated mouth movement. For each word, click the icon to play its corresponding audio. Then, speak that word aloud after listening to it.
No. Now. No. Price. Prize. Principle. Principle. Rice. Rise. Right. Right. Roof. Rough. Though. Through.
Weather. Weather.
Way. Wait.
Wait. This concludes the session on Introduction to Communication. Here are the key takeaways. Clarity of thought, clarity of voice, listening skills, tone, and body language are some of the key points required for effective communication. To get the perfect pronunciation, it is important to focus on jaw movements. Thank you for your time.